ABC. I'm just going to do a video here of just some stuff I've been listening to and different angle, this bullshit, kind of just do something a little bit different. And also trying to get, I might be doing some beard product pimping. Basically, doing some stuff along the lines for all the beard dudes. So I might kind of incorporate that into my videos. Yeah, I'm still working on my Vinyl in the Band Facebook page. It's super lame right now, and basically I haven't had the time to really sit down and get it the way I want it. And I'll make it public when that's ready to go. Also, and that's basically just to show the collection a little bit, what I get coming in, and if I choose to sell something, I will put it on there, and I'll let you know to go to that page. I'm not gonna sit and show records for sale and all that shit. I don't want to do that, but it'll just be known to, if you want to buy some records, just go over there, and instead of me having to go on eBay and sell and all that stuff, or lug them to the record shop or call a record dealer to come and buy them. It'd just be easier for in case you guys want to pick out something, and the prices will be cheap and affordable, and hopefully have some stuff you might want. So, and then going from there, I'm gonna take me a big swig of this big Coke. But this is just some records I've been rocking out to. Some are new, some aren't, but I just have so much that I try to make theme videos, and I start and they just suck. So I'm just gonna show what I grabbed in the pile, and some may have not been shown, some have. Who knows? Who cares, right? First, I'm going to start out with a grail that I got. And that's this Manor Astroman. Destroy All Astro Men. This is on the Estrus label. This came out in 1994, I think. Yeah, 1994. And killer garage punk, a little bit of psychedelic, great guitar playing if that's your thing. And this is, I think this is, out of all their records at the moment, this is the most rarest of the bunch, I guess you would say, the one that commands probably the most coin. But yeah, I recommend this. Yeah, Chris Mohabeka. That's his channel. Go check it out. He showed this on the CD, and Randy from Dead Wax showed this in a live stream a while back, and I tried to buy it off of him, and of course he didn't want to sell it. So, and the funny thing was, the next couple days after, I saw this online, and was having a heck of a time on some bidding, and I won it. And great record if you're into that 90s punk thing. This is one of my all-time favorite records right here. This is Pavement, Watery Domestic. This is an EP. My favorite record by Pavement is Slanted and Enchanted, and I just can't seem to get that one back for a good price either. Although I had the CD in it somewhere, probably underneath the car seat or something, or out in the garage sitting on a drill press or something. But yeah, this is highly recommended for Pavement fans, and they were basically the a great band, and they were put, but they weren't a um, kick-ass live band. They were great, but they were boring because their music's not exactly the fastest, or I'd say live tempo music. Small club, yes, and shit like that, but they were kind of sold to be this big band, and that didn't really fit them or suit them well. You can see their documentary, and it's great. But this is on Big Cat Records. I'm pretty sure that's what it came out on, and if it didn't, it came out on Matador, but I don't remember. Sweet record though. This came out shortly after Slanted Enchanted, if I do remember, but I could be wrong about the what order it came out in. Been on a big time Nirvana kick lately. This is a Japanese pressing that I just had to have. Yeah, this is I have not played. I don't think I played this one yet, but it's on this Japanese one's on the Geffen label. I don't know much about the pressing itself, but I know that, of course, this is a great record. Groundbreaking, not so much as the music, but just when it came out and how it was received, and opened up a lot of doors for a lot of other bands, and opened up the doors, for the normals to catch on to this kind of music and stuff. Great record. I was digging in Iowa, and ran upon this Moving Sidewalks Flash. This is on the Tantera label. Just a really nice copy of this. I mean, you just don't see this shit out in the wild. Just pretty tight. It's very nice condition. I bought this basically hoping to basically flip. It's a little bit too blues based for me, and it's not quite as, although it's compared to 13th Floor Elevators, I don't see it, but it's no 13th Floor Elevators, that's for sure, but it's definitely good, but it's not like, it's not, I'd say it's a strong 7 out of 10 for my taste, but other people are really into this, and yeah, this is glad to have it anyways. This is Sacker and Trust. This is on the SST label back in the 80s. I would say this is way back from 81. This is just a great power punk, a little bit of noise, great record, great songwriting for that time. Kind of ahead of their kind of ahead of the game, really, when you really think about it, as far as like their style and stuff. Just abrasive and hardcore, but not, and real musical, and kind of I would say kind of Fugazi, but not, because this is 1981, and Fugazi was a long ways from sounding like this. So I highly recommend it on the SST label. This was a kind of a hot item on the BC a couple months ago, and Andrew from Tales in the Crate showed this, and played a little snippet of it, and I went absolutely bonkers for it. This is later pressing, that I got basically out of desperation when I was out at the local record store. They had it, and I would much prefer an OG copy of this. I think it's just a really cool record. Definitely late 70s, 80s punk. Indie punk more than anything. 78. This is a 2002 reissue. I would love to have the OG of this. It's definitely worth having. Seeking down it if you get into this kind of stuff, you know, Wire-esque. I don't know, the time, you know, in the 80s when everything was kind of militant, I would call it. Militant, psychedelic. I already showed that. We don't need to see that again. This is Useless Children. My VC buddy, you know, Chris over there at Mojave Kai. Used to be Secondhand Choke. You know, he referred me to these guys, Useless Children, on the I don't know what it is. This is dirt cheap though. Noise rock, math rock, that's their thing. I think they're out of Australia, and I literally got this for $5. So it's on. Thought it was on some weird vinyl, but it's not. But definitely heavy, chaotic, and good noise. I think I showed that. This is Killing Joke. I think their first record, which is basically the one I like the best. I like the first couple. This is on the this particular pressing's on the let's see what's this on. AG Records. I don't know. 1980. Again, the more militant hardcore, I would call it. Hardcore, militant, psych, indie rock. It's got the classic tracks on it. Requiem and The Wait. Cool record. Obviously pretty influential, and yeah, it's cool. Great record. This is kind of a slight grail. This is 45 Grave. Vinyl Richie has talked about it. Yeah, this I was stoked when I got this. This is great 80s punk, Hollywood style. 1983 on the Enigma, and this is a classic. Really cool. This is a great one. Yeah, I dig it. Paul Cutler's the guitar player on in this band, and good quality record, good quality mid 80s punk, California style. I have shown this, but I'm going to show it again because it's such a great record. Jason Lowenstein, he was in Sebadoh, and this is a top-notch record. Spooky Action, great. I'm going to show off the vinyl just one more time here. I mean, I just grabbed a stack of records. It's got some crazy vinyl, and glad to have that. Check that one out if you get some time. This is another one I got out and about. Sonic Youth Star Power EP. This is the 12-inch. This is basically yeah, on SST, and has bubblegum and Bubblegum and Expressway, and Star Power. So kind of neat to have. I got it almost, I mean, a couple bucks at a antique store. You know, this is basically sealed, and I got it too. Sonic Youth. Here's a old Minneapolis classic, Halo of Flies, Garbage Rock. Not exactly the most talented band in the world, but still kind of iconic, you know, for the area. This is an EP, and that's all crazy. This record. Actually found this in the wild too, which I was shocked, really. I got it. I'm a desperate side to buy something, and found Gray Marble, which is kind of wild, twin tone label. I had this on cassette back in the day, back when I was really into cassettes. But I found this in my town at the antique store. Some guy brought them in. It has some weird records. This is one of them. Another classic, another copy of Black Flag Damaged. This is just obviously a reissue, but no barcode. So if I see no barcode Black Flag, I usually buy it. This is another great record, Hold Steady. Mid to late 2000s band, and still going. I'm pretty sure. This is these guys are out of the ashes of Lifter Puller, a local Minneapolis band, and just a great band, really. Lifter Puller was way better than Hold Steady, but on the white vinyl. I'm sure you've heard of them. Here's a copy of the newest OC's record, Smoot Reverser, and it's on the Castle Face label. And let's see what. I'm just gonna probably next video I'll just probably grab another stack like this. It's on the Velvet Smoke. You know, anything by this band I usually buy. I'm a little bit pickier on their older stuff. I feel it's a bit normal. Here's another great record I just got in, and Pink Fairy's Kings of Oblivion. This is on Polydor, and has some great inner sleeve stuff that I'll show. Here's the back of the record. And there's the Polydor. And it has this, but it has this inside, and some more great pictures. Like that guy right there, hooked up to an IV or booze, and this guy here hanging out. So yeah, that's a great little inner poster like that. I was surprised when I saw it and it still was with the record. That was pretty cool. And so yeah, stoked to get this. This is a good record too, man. This rocks. I think this is 19. I'm gonna say 70. I'm gonna say 71, just off the top of my head. Take a closer look here. Now that I'm talking years. It's the English pressing, and it's yeah, I'm sure it's around there, 72, 73. I don't know. I didn't do my homework. And another cool record I got was this Taste promo, and this is one of my. I like the first couple Taste records. After that, I'm good, and it's a little bit on the roach side, but you know, for the price I got this for, I wasn't gonna complain, and yeah, this is it. The Taste. Yeah. Yep. So it's got just a little bit of weirdness going on over here, but it's pretty dried out, but still, it could be worse. It's not, you know, it's a nice side, you can still see it. So yeah, that'll be this stack. I'm just wanted to get something out, and want to say hey to fellow YouTubers that I hang out with, and Nico and Deadwax66 and Naz Nomad and Mohabaka, Secondhand Choke Chris, and Helmet Diggy, who doesn't make videos anymore, and all the rest of you guys, and I'll take it easy.